Well. Fi had been sitting in front of the monitor, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal. She wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seems to have stopped. Let out a sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure? That's good.
Yeah.
You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got a lost and
Your
found?
sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in.
Man, you're fast, alright? Jeez.
Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I think I must just be getting tired. Kinda surprised it didn't catch up to me
I
sooner.
hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
Oh, I totally have caught a disease, but let's ignore that. For just a moment, I thought of Radical 6, but I didn't want to worry Fi if I didn't have to. Better just stay quiet.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
What are you, my mom?
Fine, no more check-ins. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this.
What is it?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
What was this recorded?
We'll see in a minute.
Up there on the right, that looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
Nah, it's just a bunch of numbers. Can't make heads or tails.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Oh, it's K.
Yeah.
He looks at his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time is left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
Huh. Well. So about 1 minute before he gets to us?
Exactly. Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him. So that means we're seeing Kay 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that.
True, I don't even see her in here.
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah, about a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's the hourglass we used.
Yeah. If I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Oh. Huh. Someone's coming in. Oh, it's Luna and Clover.
Yeah. This is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
Yo, looking at Clover's full body makes her outfit look abhorrently bad. You know, including the part where she wears heels with little pink ribbons on them. That and her lack of actual real pants.
Yeah.
So I guess we could assume this is Clover confronting Luna about what she thinks.
Want to listen to it?
The hell's
Don't
this?
know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
Hey, they're gone! As I watched, Clover move steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another... Ah, no, you said this was it.
Yeah, this is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Clover left. Looked like she was panicking.
Yeah, this is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio. He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. What's he up to?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it. Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
He's not been here. He's been many places, in fact.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
Whatever it was that happened during this time?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like what?
The cyan door opening. Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's Kay. Ah, when he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright? Alright, should be around here. One sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here.
So we're now caught up.
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
We have Clover and Luna entering the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. Then, they both move out of frame a minute later. And then a minute and a half passes, and then Clover exits. Then, probably like 20 seconds later, Dio comes in. Kind of shaky. He exits the frame. He was up to no good during this period. And then he leaves. Then Kay enters, goes off frame for 16 minutes, checks the time, and then heads over to where we are. There seems to be only one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... Oh, I have to pick. Let's think about this a little bit. So, ideally, you have to wonder, because your first thought is that, like, Clover did it. Maybe she, like, injected Luna. But then what does Dio do? Dio goes up to her, but what would he want? The game kind of wants you to think Dio, too, because it's like he's up to no good. But then what would Dio do? Maybe Dio gets the weapon. Maybe it's Clover, and Dio pulls the weapon out of Alice's boobs. I'm gonna guess that, so I'll guess Clover.
What makes you think so? Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna, too.
That footage alone isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one thing into account, then the case against Clover gets a lot stronger.
And what is that element?
Dio's behavior at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to enter the White Doors. I told him I wouldn't leave 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the door. Do you get it?
Yeah. He knew he had Luna's bracelet, which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would have never said that. The moment Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna? But he didn't even mention her. Like he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. 1, that when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead. 2, he killed her. The second one doesn't seem likely, though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide it. Actually, that's a very good point, actually. If he had done it, he probably would have acted stupid and pretended that he did not know she was dead, but instead, he trapped himself here, if he did it. I'm guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the White Doors without her. He seems like the kind of guy who'd go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he'd committed. In this case, though, he said nothing. That doesn't clear him, of course, but it does make it a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're left with only one other option.
When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought, too. And it does seem like Clover had a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yes. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or, maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay, well, let's go find Clover. Guess we're not gonna know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so.
I bet Dio's got that weapon. That's gotta be it. Why'd he go in there? What took him the extra little bit of time? He was in there for about a minute and a half. That's enough time to slip that on out and slide it into his dumb circus outfit. I kind of feel bad. I think I fucking predicted exactly one of the little wrinkles. But hey, that happens sometimes. No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Alright. Just waiting for potential murders.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. I like how it's empty, but then it's like, surprise, no, there's people here. Most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. It's just some strange cold shell. Every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Alright, man. You're going a little deep for me. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Same, nobody. Except, you know. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. Leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong?
Oh, man.
You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right.
Not gonna lie, that kind of spooked me. She got really
I
close.
know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
You're right. I turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself off the wall and followed. Whoa, fuck! You're under arrest! I mean, what the hell? Oh man, you got a little blood finger there. That's, something. The first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to... Okay, I get it. You got scared. Okay. This ain't great.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed.
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did
Probably
this?
not.
There's a cut on Temiyuji's left hand. Probably from a knife. Must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. Don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated it.
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected.
Yeah, looks like they were in fact penalized.
The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you got a point. That also means the Quark is dead then.
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
A cyan bracelet. What?
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Oh, hold on. That means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No way.
Hey, Sigma, calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
It just means he's most likely dead.
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the door closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us the only way it comes off is if you escape or your heart stops.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he got 9 BP. So you're saying he escaped, then came back, then left his bracelet here? No. No. No.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic?
Excuse me?!
Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough! Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't.
Why? Quark sucks!
Can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyuji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Because she's a bitch. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. Even though every single part of the rules of this game would imply that it would be impossible for him to be alive, but no, we'll just blindly believe it. Even though we have moments where whenever someone wanted to blindly believe in someone, Phi said it was stupid. But hey,
Examining their bodies.
she's a woman. She's always wrong.
Tenmyoji first.
I have female viewers and I keep attempting to get rid of them for some reason. I don't know why. I'm so sorry.
Clues.
Please don't leave. Please don't
To
leave.
who
Come
might
on.
have killed them.
Come on, man.
Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyuji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute. Look. See her thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there? Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
I see. She started scratching her arm until it bled, and then she used her index finger to write a code. 16 or 910?
It says 016.
What does that mean?
Hang on.
Actually, the only possible one it could have been, I feel like, is
I
16.
feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 01. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use. Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
Can we stop looking at her crotch? Thank you. 16, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean.
No, there's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Damn it, this is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like with this old bitch who killed her. The movement of the AB rooms. Luna's dead. Who killed her? The footage paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect, but now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer's a complete mystery. No, it's not. We don't know what the hell 16 is. I have no idea where Quark went. The hell does this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? Who is Zero Senior? What does he want? I'm gonna throw up! How many questions you got? Where is this? When is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. I feel like my head's gonna explode. Mine too, man. Vi, solve the mysteries. Right now. Do it. Do it.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, how does that matter?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They'd need to spray the bottle or whatever they want to test.
That's it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint.
So?
So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights.
And that would mean?
And that would mean... the rec room. We weren't sure what we were gonna find. We knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut whatever we found would be the breakthrough we were looking for. Ah, get us in there, man. Open that door quickly. There we go. Here we go. The rec room. Hey, look at that little rabbit. Hey, look at that door. Ah! What the fuck? Double KO? That is impressive. Well, it's just us then. It's just us. The laugh made me think. Was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect a brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say that two species of okay, come on, man. I get it. It's like how in anime when the good guy wins because he somehow gets strength at the last second. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess that means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
I don't care! That kid sucks! So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself there's no way there was a 10th uninvited player. Also, we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Seed you being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Ah! Maybe. So you're saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. After the end of the second round of the AB game, Fi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. True, but I did pass out for an unknown amount of time as well. Again, there's no way to measure the time for that. If the round trip took about a minute, and she killed them both in 4 minutes, and the whole thing would have only taken 5. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? How long had I been out? That wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. Just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? Might have only felt like a few seconds, but it could have been much longer. And where did something like mental processing speed dropping come from? What you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah, 2 things actually. Take a look at this.
That's a knife with myrmidons on it. That's, alrighty.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Don't know. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
So that was okay. I guess that confirms something a little bit different than this time, right? Maybe.
Right.
But she killed herself. She always kills herself.
From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
Why is everybody gonna be a fucking genius?
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound...
Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those are the numbers it gave us for the wound.
Right. Well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom, and wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound.
Right.
So if they match, that means this knife is the murder weapon for the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Stop doing that! I get it! We can't really know. It's like, alright, fucking shut up.
He must
Why does
have
Dio have this?
gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Why'd he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he's the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting a little confused here. Alice would have taken the knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the... Oh, yeah! Okay, never mind. Never mind. This entire time I was trying to wrap my head around the whole... Why would she have been killed with that knife? Like, Dio couldn't have done that. She always ends up killing herself. But then why would the knife be separated from him? Completely forgot the handkerchief wrapped in... the knife wrapped in the handkerchief. It all comes together then. Forgive me for my insolence, audience. So, if we go by this means that she got an upgrade from the scalpel. She got her Radical 6 disease, she killed herself. At this point, Dio comes back to the room, realizes, you know, hey, I need to go return my knife. And this still fits in the idea that Clover kills Luna still.
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else. Don't you remember what I said? I found two things. There was the knife and... this.
That's the key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it.
So, Alice should have had this, right? And now Dio's got it.
So he took that as well.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait, Kay's key?
Oh man, you couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
Oh, I get it, because this is a low-quality JPEG for the game. I get you.
You remember this, right?
Oh, yeah. So that's it. Unlock the suit.
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
It's no good. Can't get it open. Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit?
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
And conveniently, we can't open it, and... You know what my fear was? That we'd see a completely different person in the suit. That would have fucking killed me.
I wonder...
Oh, man. We'll never know what he looks like.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching for a few seconds before stopped and pulled something out of his robes.
Look. A spray bottle with luminol in it.
Oh. That's the one 10 Miyoji had.
Yeah.
Then does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed him to the
We
sink?
don't know yet.
Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you gonna check for a reaction?
Yeah, if Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
It's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it. Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
The underside of the bracelet's glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji.
Right.
Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Then who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descendant of species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. If Zero Senior was Dio...
All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Oh... shit.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Wow. What's the point? What's the point? Because if it's Quark doing it, then... Quark couldn't have done it. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the stuff unless he raided it off these guys. Even then, why would he do that? The only reason I can think of is so he can force a conversation with us. I don't think that kid's that savvy. The fuck? It's impossible. Quark? Quark opened a gate?
Whatever. We need to get back to the floor. Hurry!
Fuck it. Go! There's no one here. Did they run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate? Without a star key, you shouldn't have been able to get it
We
open.
must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door, remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. Shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or axe.
That's impossible.
Ah, shut up, you're a
You're
bitch.
being an idiot.
And you're also someone who never shuts
It's
up.
much more likely he...
Okay. Let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
Nope. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
You know something I don't? Ah, the room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Yeah. Quark might be
Yeah.
there. Let's move. The director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
Really? I hope it has one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back? I've always wanted to sit in one and go like, action or cut! Or double tea decaf chai soy latte now, please.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
Yes, because I'm incompetent. Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Of course not. You don't like fun. What if Zero Senior's in there waiting for
That
us?
would make things easy.
It would, and it'd be great if he just had like a hologram is like, let me talk to you about bugs.
Let's settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Alright, I'm gonna open
You
it.
don't need to keep...
Stop it. Again, they didn't write this game correctly, because I say I'm gonna open it with no question mark. She's like, you know you don't have to ask me. It's like, no. Huh?
There's no one here.
The computer's been turned on.
Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that.
The hell's this?
A lion. A sun?
It has a couple of input fields for a user ID and
We
password.
probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
If I turned and headed off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk, I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento Mori. If the ninth lion ate the sun, remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. Yo, you remember that one thing I was telling you about, guys? Memento? Nope. Or actually, it could be that, and then we just go over to the password. There we go. Memento Mori. Remember I don't know what this password is. I actually don't know. Ah, damn it. I didn't mean to back out. It was no good. Oh god. Oh fuck. This is totally a gate, isn't it? Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. Oh my god, this game sucks. Oh my god, I fucking hate this game! Ah!